Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Friday, January 23rd, 2026. I'm here to do a general collective reading for you, and I thank you so very much for joining me. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you for all your love and your support. You mean the world to me. I love you. Let's see where we're going to go with this read, shall we? It's a little bit curious today, a little, I don't know, getting some weird feelings about these reads. I just did one about a cheater, a narcissist maybe, a gold digger for sure, male or female. So if you're dealing with one, I'm sorry you're going through that. It's best to get it over with, right? Get them kicked into the curb. Okay, where are we going with this read now? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light, thank you. Chopwood. 42 is a 6, bringing balance. 6 is a balance. 6 is the lovers, using your higher wisdom, making a decision. Could have something to do with a contract, or you're coming into contact with a higher level soulmate connection. Yeah, maybe you're connecting with a higher soulmate. It's a contract, a decision. Chop wood. It's time to clean up, air out the home. I'm picking up kicking somebody out. That could be it too. That's the overarching energy. Or maybe you're moving. Yeah, in between worlds. 3 in reverse is, it's the Empress in reverse. Someone very chaotic and toxic. Greedy, selfish, jealous, lazy, promiscuous, controlling, possessive. Somebody you really don't want to do any business with. Right? Yeah. Yin. This is the feminine principle in the reverse. Somebody talking a lot of shit here. Okay, somebody's very promiscuous. Seekers are coming out. You know you're blessed. You're getting on track here. 22, making a decision. There's no mending this. There's no turning back. It's not going to go anywhere. 7 in reverse. Somebody doesn't want to take accountability. It's out of control here. Yeah. Higher power stepped in for. You're bossing up. You're taking back some power. This is the Emperor. Your third eye is lit. Okay, you're listening to your intuition. The divine maybe is interfering or interrupting this because this is not for you. Okay? You're seeing through the illusions and breaking free. 15 in reverse. You don't need toxicity around you. It is not a valid contract. If it's a contract in the ethers, maybe somebody convinced you they were your higher level soulmate. They're not. It's a third party. Maybe that in the last read, you could have met this person while you were with somebody else and they got in between you and another person. You know, it is what it is. Somebody doesn't want to go. Somebody does not want to go. They're hiding and cloaking a lot, but you need to heal. You need to balance out your life. They want to reconcile with you. You don't want the chaos. You don't want the conflict anymore. You want to be happy. I don't blame you. So you're dealing with somebody that really shouldn't be in your life. You shouldn't be dealing with, okay? So the divine is redirecting you because this is not where you need to be with this person. You know, you might have some very fine memories with this person. You could have had some great times with this person, but this person has lied to you, cheated on you, used you. It's time to move on. I'm sorry if you're heartbroken. 42, where are we going? Chop it. In your head, somebody's in their head overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing. Somebody wants you back. Or you want somebody else back. Somebody's clout hungry, says anything, does anything, makes shit up and dramatic. There's a lot of drama, that's for sure. You're a king or a queen rising, or somebody wanted to be one. You're moving on. Thank you, next. It's an ego. Somebody's ego got bruised or hurt here. It's an ego check or an ego death. Hurt ego. Ego getting in the way of relationship. So someone could be cyberbullying you here. It's a big waste of time. Okay? They could have given you an STD, or they came down with an STD. Move in silence. Or they're saying that you gave them an STD because you won't take him back. Place it where it belongs, okay? Somebody's really immature. Disgustingly immature, I just heard. Wow. Yeah, they're threatening you. I don't know. Somebody wants you, they want to make an offer, made you an offer. They want you to pay them off, I hear. Yeah, they need money. They have bad habits, rugs, addictions, and toxicities, or they claimed you did. Somebody has no facts. They're a big fat liar. Never has the facts, makes shit up and lies. There's a dirty offer. They want to get back into your energy. They'll do anything to get back in. Girl fight or guy fight. Arguments, physical fight, at war and competing. So somebody wants maybe to get handsy. It's the same shit, different day. It's getting stale. You've done some reflecting, some soul searching. You don't want to deal with this anymore. Maybe you did some dirt digging. Okay. In the last week, possibly there might have been, you might have gotten a private eye involved. And somebody dug up some dirt here. Somebody was having a romantic love affair. A smack's fixed secret lover. This is a spiritual hater. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. Somebody's always partying with their karmic friends, and you're rejecting them. Rejection is God's protection, okay? Or they rejected you. Place it where it belongs. Maybe their friends didn't like you, right? But they loved your money. They loved what you gave this person, the lifestyle. That's what I'm picking up. I'm sorry you're going through that. These people are assholes, okay? You don't deserve that. You deserve somebody that's going to be in your corner. Chopwood, 42, in their head. How am I going to get this person back? Better yet, how am I going to get this person's money back? Yeah, hopeless, loss, depression, self-delete. Maybe they're threatening, I'm going to hurt myself if you don't take me back. Listen, I had somebody do that to me before. Yeah. You know, threaten they're going to harm themselves if I didn't do what they wanted. I got really mad. You're not going to hold me hostage like this. You're not going to fucking play games like this with me. Really, if somebody wants to harm themselves, it doesn't matter how many guards you place around them. Eventually, they're going to find a way to do it, okay? If they were really sincerely wanting to do it. This is just threats to make you jump. Ask how high when they say jump. You know, this is just manipulation. Yeah. Chaos. This person's so chaotic, it's not even funny. Upheaval, disaster, downfall. Yeah, divine feminine energy. That could be you. Male or female. You're a creator. Your glow up is here. New opportunities, new career, successful business. Or this could be somebody else that you're meeting and you're interested in. Place it where it belongs. Listen, if you came into contact, it could be a past person too. Maybe that's the person you want to go back to. I don't know. But if you come into contact with a divine feminine energy or divine masculine energy, maybe it's your true other partner, your higher level soulmate, you can't have this in the background. Okay? You can't have this person hanging around in the background, destroying things. Getting into the divine feminine's energy or the divine masculine's energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're not going to deal with that. They don't do drama. Okay? They don't get involved with anybody that's still involved in some way. Even though you're not with this person, you're still dealing with them. They're not going to get involved. Okay? So if this is somebody new you're interested in, you want to go that way, you're going to have to take care of this person. Okay? And I mean in the proper way. Okay? Well, some people might take that literally and do something, but no, you know what I'm saying, right? So there's new opportunities, new career, and successful business. The possibilities are endless. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, and believe in yourself. There we go. So one of you is a divine masculine, and one of you is a divine feminine. Authority, discipline, father figure. So both of you are meant to glow up together, I think. Work together in one capacity or another, and this person's trying to cause chaos for you. I don't know about you, but I'd be saying not today, Satan. Don't give them an inch. Okay? Chopwood, 42. In their head, hopeless. Where are we going with this? Past life soul tie. Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Well, whoever's involved in this, hopefully you had learned your lessons. It kind of sounds like the karmic hasn't. Yeah, something to do with beauty. Charming, graceful, kind-hearted. There's transformation here. The butterfly's coming out of the chrysalis. You could be handsome, you could be beautiful. Or just, life looks beautiful now that you got rid of this person. There's a lot of conflict there. Damn. Clashing differences, incompatibility, rejections, God's protection because you didn't belong with this karmic. You belonged with your higher level soulmate. You have work to do together, okay? Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear, trap. So somebody could have did a baby trap or something like that too, or tried to. Stuck, tied down, captive. Somebody's trying to trap you. Somebody's very bitter. Maybe this could be you, because maybe you feel trapped. I don't know. Resentment, anger, hurtful words. Keep your heart open, okay? Your heart chakra. Don't lower yourself down to their level. Okay, don't lower your standards. Don't turn into them, petty and cruel. Rise above it. Receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. Somebody's sorrowful. No, they're in sorrow here. Loss, grief, depression. Somebody's crying over a divine feminine energy. Okay. So you could be a divine masculine. You're crying over your divine feminine. So you want to go back to the divine feminine. So I was picking up a third party. You got with this third party or this karmic in the beginning by when you were in a relationship. They're a home wrecker. So the relationship could have been with the divine feminine. And this third party got in the way. This karmic. And now you're missing your divine feminine because now you're having your spiritual awakening. Typically that's the role of each twin. Okay, that's the twin flame journey. Your soul is whole. Okay, it's coming back to yourself, basically, is rising above everything and waking up and remembering who you are and why you're here. What you do, each other does, is wakes one another up. So your divine feminine, I guess missing your divine feminine so much has woken you to the truth, because you're with this karmic who treated you like shit, and that opened your eyes. The pain of that opened your eyes to who your true partner is, and now you're grieving. Yeah. Give it time, waiting, cycles and moments. Broken. A long time has gone by. Shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. There's a commitment here. Marriage promises fidelity. Somebody cursed. Somebody did magic, maybe. Doesn't have to be hex, witchcraft, or negative mind. If you're in a negative mind, get out of it, or this person has brought you way down. Okay? Change your perspective. Here, better off, happiness, clear head, and space. I was going to say spouse. Place that we're escaping this spouse. So now that you're away from this karmic, you're breathing a lot better. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're seeing things the way they truly are instead of this negative mind. Somebody you want a second chance with your true partner. Reconciliation, making amends, and opportunity. Because you're single, withdrawn, lonely, solitary. You only have eyes for your partner here. Devoted, attached, and craving a family. Maybe you have a family with this person. You could be family, by the way. It doesn't have to be romance, okay? It could be family, friend. It could be anything. Fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. There's memories here. Reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. And there's going to be a confession, unveiling, coming clean messages. So this karmic was there to distract you, sidetrack you, change, and cause delays in your journey. Now you understand how it works, right? Maybe you didn't at one point. I certainly didn't at one point, years ago. I didn't know any of this shit. If you would have told me any of this stuff years ago, I would have laughed in your face. I would have said, yeah, right. This is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was a big skeptic. I didn't believe in this shit. Even though I grew up with card reading, grew up with spirituality with my mom and religion, it was always a big fight between religious sentiments, like religion and spirituality. My sister took it a little bit far too, and I was kind of embarrassed at one point. I didn't want to talk about it. Let's stop talking about it, okay? Because she would ask people, when's your birthday? You know what I'm saying? I was like, stop! I didn't like it. But then I started realizing there's truth to it. And here we are. Chop wood, 42, in their head, hopeless, past life. Maybe in the past life you felt hopeless and you took your own. And this karmic's determined to make you do it again. I don't know. Don't do that, okay? It's the worst thing you could do. It's for permanent solutions to a temporary problem. You know what I'm saying? Where are we going with this, please? Okay, so wearing your heart on your sleeve, male or female. Although you're feeling some sort of way. There's deep love here. I feel it for you. You're surrounded with, I'm not going to say it. You're trying to stay stable here in your emotions. You're using your intuition. Congratulations. You could be a father figure. You don't have to be. You could be female. Okay, just place it where it belongs. Yeah, out on the cold here. Feeling left out in the cold. It's a big blow to your confidence for sure. On the outside looking in. You know, when you lose your divine partner, when you've been loved by a divine, it's hard to forget it. A lot of people go looking, searching for it, and other people, they'll never find it. That's what I'm picking up here, out in the cold. Feeling very cold. There's no love. Yeah. The party's over. Any third-party situation, collaboration. Somebody's not happy. There will be no reconciling. So you feel very cold maybe because you figure you're not going to be able to reconcile with your past partner? Or this is the karmic out in the cold. I don't know. Yeah, somebody lied. They threw rocks and hit hands. This is not good. A lot of drama. Drama starters here. You're done. You're done. This is not what you want. Yeah, this partnership. Two of Cups. You want harmony. I don't blame you. Yeah, there's a divorce or separation. Somebody's non-committal. Maybe you were not non-committal at one point. Didn't believe in traditional relationships. Didn't want traditional relationships. So definitely there's a separation or a divorce here. Yeah, so we got an STD. This is not, you're not feeling it passionately. It doesn't have to be an STD. You just don't feel it anymore. There's no growth, no expansion here. Not taking any action, or you're not getting an action ever since the divorce. Place where it belongs. So he took advantage of you. You're finding out your worth and your value. This can't be ignored if they came home with an STD. It's a Tower. So they came home with an STD. It's a Tower moment. Okay. You're on your own. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. You're doing things on your own now. You're letting this go. 9-9. Yep. You're giving up on this relationship. Maybe you're giving up on the single life too. I don't know. You don't want to live like this anymore. Yeah. There's been a lot of manipulation, illusions, deception. Somebody was wearing a mask. You're not doing this anymore. I don't blame you. You're not going to let this person manipulate you. So somebody, whoever you wound up with, the karmic, manipulated you in the past, maybe using a child to manipulate you, or children. Yeah, this has been a long time coming here. They manipulated you and making you believe that they're committed to you, or you were committed to them. They were abusing you. They got paid. They got paid. So this is a long time coming. Somebody's going to have to take accountability. Somebody's very abusive. This was reckless. Yeah. There will be no reconciling here. This is disaster. Somebody had addictions, obsessions. They went to extremes, possibly. There's no compensation. Wow, where'd that come from? No reconciliation, no conflict resolution, no peace, harmony, or contentment. Somebody's unstable. They're sick. This was unfair. Yeah, you made a lot of sacrifices for somebody. They kept you stuck in, I don't know. Somebody feels stuck or trapped. Don't want to let go. Kept you waiting, maybe. No illumination. Yeah, somebody's a gold digger and a cloud chaser. There you go. So somebody left you hanging. Okay. Gold digger and cloud chaser, greedy, selfish, materialistic, lazy. Wants to find her things in life but don't want to work for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't know their value and their worth. No integrity, loyalty, or honesty. Yeah, there's a lot of abuse here. And mental, emotional abuse, verbal, psychological. That's it. Your heart has been broken. You can't break your heart anymore. Okay, what this person's been doing to you, they can't do anymore to you. So it's a parting of ways. Grief. There's grieving and there's regretting here. Very disappointed. But you still, like the last read I did, there was, in the deck that I used, there's nothing salvageable for this karmic. For you, there's still something to salvage here. Okay? Seven of Cups. Seeing through the illusions. All that glitters isn't gold. You're not going to be an option. They got exposed. This is public humiliation here. This is not a victory. Somebody could be on the down low as well. So place it where it belongs, okay? Doesn't have to be. But they were using you for sure, okay? Yeah. There could be some sort of attacks, false allegations or accusations. You're feeling pretty low, I get it. Overwhelmed, defeated. You're not fighting for this relationship. Embarrassed and disgraced. You're not fighting for this relationship. Somebody's a narcissist, male or female. Place the genders where it belongs. Sociopath or psychopath, or just a pathological liar. User, abuser, cold, calculating, and cruel, and abusive. Self-serving. Yeah. Somebody's a poser, a player for sure. Somebody's a liar. Making allegations, accusations about you. Maybe you're feeling embarrassed by them and you're hiding from the public. Truth. Truth and clarity. It's a breakthrough. Somebody's trying to emotionally manipulate you for sure. Queen of Cups. They're very needy. Okay? Emotionally manipulative. Make you feel guilty. I can't do this. Who's going to help me? Neglectful parent. If you have children with them, it's a neglectful parent. You could have lied about. Now you know the truth. I don't know who. Place that where it belongs. Okay, somebody who's very self-serving. It could be somebody else in the picture. I don't know who this is, but they're both in reverse. Yeah, it's all about money. Now they're sad over money. Okay, made allegations that you abused them. Okay, so they want some money out of you. They want some coin out of you. They're making allegations about you. The truth will set you free. You're seeing the true measure of the man or the woman that you wound up with, okay? They're a fucking liar and a user. There we go. Yeah, unrequited love. Something to do with children. If you have children with them, they don't want to pay for them, or they're accusing you of not paying for them. Whatever this is giving, they were lying about you. Spreading misinformation about you. It's a lot of, maybe you trauma bonded, that's how you got together, but yeah, you're not about to be traumatized any longer. This is somebody that doesn't want to heal their inner childhood wounds, and you're not going back to the past. They may want you to go back into another karmic cycle with them. I don't think. Yeah, you're letting it go. Nah, not doing it. You made your mind up. Yep, they can watch you from afar. You're still moving forward here. You're leaving them. Okay, you made your mind up. 2 of Wands. You're done. You're done. You're done. Yep, they want you to pay now. I get half of everything. Yeah, departing of ways, right? False contracts, doing stuff behind your back, giving and receiving, prioritizing other people. They're expecting to get paid here. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Poor decisions, getting some consequences here. It's a lesson, not a blessing. You're stable and secure. You're hardworking. You're abundant. You're very generous. They had a good life with you, right? They're expecting you to pay, right? You thought this was love. Ace of Cups was beneath that. Yep, right. You thought this was love. This was some sort of game they were playing. You know, this was a lick to them. King of Pentacles in the upright. Yep. They want the house. Somebody's non-committal. Party's over. They're trying to hurt you financially, your business, your stability. Yeah, they kept doing something over and over again. They don't want to stop or learn a lesson. It's getting stale. It's getting old. It's a permanent, profound ending for somebody because they were hiding a lot, okay? A lot of lies, illusions, deception, manipulation, gaslighting you, playing mind games with you. You took the high road, or if this is what's going on right now, take the high road. This is your advice. Take the high road. Don't engage. Let them make a fool of themselves, okay? Yeah. Yeah, somebody wants to come back here towards you, but they're not happy. They have to cut their losses. They're really entrenched in this. They're doubling down. They don't want to move on. They're emotionally invested in your money. You may want to go back to a past person, and somebody's not happy about it. I don't know. There's lack of trust, no truth or clarity. Oh, they're not happy. Or you're not happy. Are they going to come back towards you and say they're pregnant? They're not happy. They're not the Empress. You want to go back to the Empress? You're not happy? Wow. Now, you could be a divine masculine and you're a female. And you could be a divine feminine and be a male. So place the genders where it belongs, okay? But somebody's not happy. Somebody's still got a torch for you. Or if you are the divine, I don't know who you are. Yeah, you betray the divine feminine for this person. Or this person's coming to you pregnant. Both things can be true at the same time. Somebody's going to, this karmic that you wound up with is going to turn around and say they're pregnant. If they're a female and you're a male. Oh, they want some money. It's not your child, maybe. Somebody got caught. So maybe how they got you away from the divine feminine is by saying they're pregnant. They bore false witness. They got caught. Oh boy, they're not getting away with it. Six of Swords. They're in hot water. A lot of burdens here. Somebody's scapegoated. Somebody's not happy. It's the end of a family. This is a home wrecker for sure. Somebody's thinking about what they're doing here. This is you, maybe. Trying to remain balanced. You love very deeply. You loved the person you were with, the divine feminine, and this karmic came in the picture. I'm pregnant. You thought, oh, I'm going to be a father. I'm going to do the right thing. Let me take care of it. This was wish fulfillment, having a child maybe. But somebody was in it, what? To steal some money. It wasn't for a long time. This is family discord. Yeah, there's a third party. There you go. A hoe bag. There you go. Jealous, a happiness hater, abusive, a bully, wanting money, money, money. Using smecks to get their way. It's a lying sack of shit, okay? So jealous. Yeah, look at this, sleeping around. This is something, as a poser and a player, they felt entitled. Somebody's very combative. They get handsy. You might have to get a lawyer. This could be you or somebody else speaking some truth, setting boundaries and cutting them out. Yeah, you could be afraid of them. You might have to call the cops or get a lawyer. Somebody's afraid. Can't control this person. Out of control. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. Because the last read I did, somebody's afraid to speak their truth. It could be you or somebody else. Come back here. It could be a doctor here. Or a PI. Maybe you hired a private investigator to look into this bullshit. Yeah. Under judgment, making a decision here, weighing options. So this is a wake-up call for you. This is spiritual awakening. Yeah, it's time to move on. You're not looking back. You could be at a distance. You don't have to be, but you're making plans here. A new beginning. You're moving on. Taking accountability. Okay, you're moving on, leaving this behind. It's radical acceptance. Okay. Could be moving or traveling. Overcoming. Somebody found something out. Discovered something. Delayed communication. Some sort of investment. Proof and evidence. Somebody was using you. This is proof and evidence. You found it online, maybe. Well, somebody was on a trip. Yeah, something to do with work. Working, success, working with children. Page of Cups, somebody's innocent. Somebody wants to work on an apology. Very successful. So maybe your divine feminine, it doesn't have to be romance. But somehow, some way, this karmic wanted to impersonate the divine feminine, wanted the divine feminine out of the way, maybe claiming they're the divine feminine, we're working together, whatever this is, be family. Maybe they got in the way of a family situation between you and a family member, whatever this is. Wound up working with this person, wound up having a child with this person. Somebody's juggling something. You have to balance something here. Somebody was cheating. You found out that they were cheating with somebody they work with. Yeah, there's a lot of worries here. Strife, burdens, can't eat or sleep. Making a decision about this, not wish fulfillment. There's lack of faith here, loss of faith. Somebody could be sick, feeling ashamed of themselves. It's not wish fulfillment, losing hope. Yeah. Somebody's promiscuous. Somebody's a shit talker. Yeah, they kept doing it over and over and over again. They don't want it to end. This is unfinished business. They want to come back around to the divine masculine energy and give them a cup of love. Because the divine masculine was providing for this karmic. Divine masculine found out they were giving a cup of love to all kinds of people, maybe. Or, yeah, gonna let them go. Let it go. Not mentally conflicted. Let it go. Seeing through the illusions and breaking free and distancing themselves. Don't need trauma. Don't need this bullshit. No drama, no drama, no drama. Somebody's getting some karma. The reversal of fortune to change direction. This is unfair. They could have committed some sort of crime. Somebody's coming at. Somebody's trying to stall something here. Trying to delay something. Somebody's contemplating, praying, strategizing. They need to put something to rest. Somebody needs to heal. Yeah. So you could be the divine masculine. You feel it was unfair what happened here. Somebody lied to you, got in between you and another person. It could be love, family, friend, or business. Now you need to heal. You need put some time in between before you start. Yeah, somebody's holding back, keeping you. They're trying to keep you away from the divine feminine, and they're hiding this. It's because they don't want to be alone. They were greedy and selfish. They want power and control over you, over your money. Yeah, they were willing to do whatever it took to win, but they're all taking on losses, whoever's with them. Or maybe it's you taking on some losses too. This was done out of pettiness, cruelty, jealousy. Okay? Yeah, you're innocent. Somebody wants to... You're willing to do whatever it takes to apologize, but there's been no communication. Getting some backfires. Stopping love. Stopping emotions. Bad news. Somebody found... Maybe your divine feminine found new love. I don't know. With the King of Wands. So somebody lost out. So if you cheated on your divine feminine and you moved with this karmic and you moved in with this karmic and you had a family with this karmic, whether you married them or not, I don't know. The divine feminine possibly might have moved on, or you're thinking they have. Listen, if you're not sure, it wouldn't hurt to say, hi, how you doing? Are you single? Are you married? If not, can we go for a coffee? Let's talk. I don't know. It's up to you. You could go different ways. Or if you're a divine feminine and this is you, don't be so shy. Speak up. Say, divine masculine, can we get together for a cup of coffee? Chop wood. Chop, chop. The third party got involved. This maybe convinced you they were your divine feminine. They're not. It was all about them, them, them. Very chaotic karmic energy. Past life soulmate, soul tie. You needed to end it, and I think you are ending it in their head. They got in between you and your higher level soulmate. Now they want you back, or you want your soulmate back. Feeling hopeless here, or they are. The karmic is. There's a lot of chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall around you. Something to do with beauty. The one that you're missing is somehow, some way. Maybe you see them. Maybe you're friends on Facebook with them, or I don't know. It's a big difference between chaos and beauty, right? It's a past life soul tie. Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. And karmic lessons are not meant to last forever. It's meant to wake you up, help you elevate and ascend and never go back to this bullshit again. Place it where it belongs. It's kind of all over the place. I'm kind of like, I'm not minimizing your pain or anything. I'm just kind of like over this. You must be feeling that way too. I don't know. I'm picking up, if it's not love, I'm picking up, it could be a family member, between a parent, a child, siblings, could be anything, right? A third party got in between you guys, lied, did a lot of damage between you and a family member, between you and your family, let's put it that way. And now the truth is coming out. This person was lying. They just wanted to get their hands on some sort of money on you. Okay? Segregate you, center you out, get you away from everybody so they can get what they wanted. Pardon me. Use me. They can no longer persuade you or anybody else with their lies. Here to win. Something to do with inspiration, feeling inspired. Wow. Somebody has no protection here. And somebody wanted revenge. Protection could be money. If somebody's left adrift with no money. Place it where it belongs. I'm really not picking up any kind of spell work, even though I did say hex in the first read, but I was picking up negative mind, but who knows, right? Everybody's story is different. Place where it belongs. Yuzimi. Hold your tongue a little longer. Listen to the needs of others. Consider local governance or an organization like Victim Support and Samaritans. Help a friend struggling to be heard. Get more information before you try and change a loved one's mind. Be open to a different point of view. So definitely it wouldn't hurt to get involved in some of these groups. Victim support, maybe you need that. Maybe you can offer help now that you're getting clear of this. Maybe you're realizing you were a victim in this as well. Place where it belongs, okay? Somebody was very abusive. Caradwin. Sometimes the world seems so bleak that only hopelessness stares you in the face. We did get hopelessness. Please don't do that, okay? Don't go down that route. Stirring that cauldron of emotional darkness inspires nobody, and it's a dangerous path of the mind that you have been treading lately. You're shrouded by other people's negative comments and projections and have come to believe these lies. You only see the negative aspects of life. Your perception has become warped and is in urgent need of some magical transformation. Allow Caradwin, the keeper of the cauldron, to brew up a magical potion. Drink of the wisdom she offers you and allow the scales to fall from your eyes to see the beauty that surrounds you. As Caradwin breathes inspiration through your mind, feel the cobwebs blow away. Creative expression, new beginnings, and clear visions are to be embraced when Caradwin offers a drop of her transformative tincture. Now, while I was reading, they were showing me pictures of a lot of people in the past, okay? Poets, writers, painters, photographers, songwriters, singers, very artistic people. Did their best work while they were, because of heartbreak. You know what I mean? They lost a loved one, a romantic partner. Look at Edgar Allan Poe, right? Did his best work. A lot of people read his poetry, can relate, and same with different song titles and books, helping people overcome these feelings and these emotions and these situations. Maybe that's your role in this world, I don't know. Sometimes we're not meant to be with our higher level soulmate for a very long time. We're just meant to wake one another up. This loss is staying with you. And maybe it's going to propel you to help others in the future, to find who you truly are, where you belong. Trust and believe that if this is your higher level soulmate, if this is your twin in any way, you will see them again on the other side. Okay, I've said this before and I will say it again. This is how it was meant to be. You might long for them for the rest of this life, but trust and believe you will be with them again in the next. You always will be. You always... there's no doubt. It's kind of like leaving in the morning to go to work. You go to the office, right? You leave at 8. You have to be at the office at 9. You work till 5. You get home at 6. And you see your partner making dinner. Oh, what's for dinner tonight? Oh, spaghetti. Oh, great. I'm hungry. It's kind of like that, right? So just because you won't be with them in this lifetime, look at it as like you're working. You'll see them again on the other side when the day is done. And it could be 60 years, it could be 50 years, I don't know. But to that's a day, okay? And you will see them. You'll come home for dinner. They'll be cooking, like it'll be like 10 minutes. You saw each other 10 minutes ago. You know what I mean? It's not the same on the other side as it is on this side. So know that you'll be with them again. Maybe just not in this lifetime. Maybe you will. I don't know. Everybody's different. But you have to accept it, okay? Because you can't beat yourself up. If you push them away, you chose somebody else and they went on with their life and they're happy. Okay, you can't disrupt their life anymore. Right? They already got over that broken heart and that pain. They gave it their all and it didn't work. You chose somebody else. It's called radical acceptance for a reason. So if that's the story here, you're gonna have to deal with it, right? I'm not saying it won't happen, but if they're married to somebody else, if they're happy, they have kids, You can't, it's unfair to go and disrupt that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do what you will. Okay? So shielding someone from the truth is not helping them right now. Focus on your own ability to listen rather than your need to lecture. An old flame is circling. So you're the old flame. Ensure your insurance policies are valid and up to date, or this is the karmic circling. Maybe they have a life insurance out on you. Be careful. Make the repairs to your home that you have been long neglecting. Somebody wants the house. Somebody wants your house. Place it where it belongs. Okay? Somebody's thinking, oh, well, they kicked me to the curb because I cheated, so let me get the house. Looks like you're going to have your hands full. The best to do is to process it, to heal, put it behind you. Get the help you need if you need help. If you're having problems dealing with this. And take them to the court. Yeah. So Queen of Cups, Pahalia 20, under divine judgment. God the Redeemer, you want to come back to somebody. You want a second chance. Redemption, serves against enemies of religion, governs chastity. There's a lot of passion, new beginnings here. Divine feminine energy. Being crowned, wanting peace here. The patient God, Omeal. Fertility and multiplicity, protects against despair, helps one be patient. So I'm picking up somebody lied to you, said they were pregnant. It's not your baby, maybe. Damn. To get you away from the divine feminine energy. Here we are, Page of Wands. There's communication. Somebody assessed the situation. This is good news. Taking a different approach, going a different route. Feeling inspired here. The preventing God. Propagation of light confounds the wicked and slanders and saves from enemies. Under judgment, for sure. This is awareness. God heard all, saw all, and knows all. Okay, Imamiya 52, moving forward, overcoming. Radical acceptance, like I said, okay? This is awareness. Somebody needs to take accountability and bring back balance. Moving forward. Leaving it behind. God hidden in darkness. Atonement of errors destroys the power of the enemy and humiliates them. Five of Swords. Somebody who's willing to do whatever it took to be carried through life. Wow. Holding back, greedy and selfish, don't want to let go, right? God, the highest being. Is this 62 or 52? Yeah, 62 is 8. Wanting power and control. Desire to not using lust to get their way. Desire to know the acquisition of wisdom. And Mizrael. Third party, 6, bringing balance. God liberating the oppressed. Self-atonement. Cures mental illness. Deliverance from persecution. Not grieving or regretting, crying over spilt milk. Vahualia. 43, somebody's moved on. God, king and ruler. Prosperity, destruction of the enemy, and deliverance from bondage. Deliverance from this marriage. And the divine has stepped in. You don't belong here. 9, finding out. This could be an institution. Blah. I meant to say this could be a private investigator. You found out. 9, hermit. Okay, somebody's on their own now. The merciful God. Divine forgiveness, obtains friendship and favors of the great. Secures promises. This is long term. Spiritual inheritance or some sort of large amount of money. Manadel. Family. 36, finding out on their own. The honorable God. Inner and outer work helps one keep their job, protects against disaster. For the Emperor, divine masculine. Place where it belongs, okay? What I am picking up is you're not where you should be. The divine has had to step in, maybe. Wow, I'm getting a lot from that, but I don't know if I should go there. I don't want to. Let's get a couple of these and then we'll shut it down. 43. Okay. Saving. You gotta save some money here. Preservation, collection, meanness. Again, collection. Somebody could have sold some sort of collection of yours. Antiques or something. Deja vu, it won't be repeated. There's not going to be a repeat to this. Okay? You and or your ex has stopped this karmic cycle. It's never going to be repeated. It is what it is. Yeah. No more risky sleeping around here because somebody got an STD, right? Unprotected mix. There's a decision being made, wrong reasons, contemplating stay or leave, uncertain. Yeah, this is opening your eyes. Or has opened your eyes, right? This is not a divine feminine energy or masculine energy. They wouldn't do this to you. So, pish posh about the higher level soulmate. You're my twin. You're my kingdom spouse. I'm pregnant. Let's get married. Give me your money. Yeah, I don't think so. Do you understand? The twin flame journey is not about this, okay? Stop romanticizing it. There's nothing romantic in it. Stop it. Like I said, stop romanticizing it. They can't play you anymore. Okay, marionette in reverse. It is what it is. Okay. Curse. They could have done magic. I don't know. Hate, catastrophe, misfortune, natural disaster. They can't anchor you down. They can't. They can't land you. You're not holding it together. They can't hold it together. Can't get a grip. Can't chain you up anymore. No more party. Somebody's partying all the time. Having fun, clubbing, risky fun with friends. You don't want this stress anymore. I don't blame you. Yeah, this is robbery. They're stealing from you one way or the other. Bullying you. There's a lot of abuse I just heard. Or this is what you did to the Divine Feminine. Or you're finding out they did this to the Divine Feminine in the past. Place it where it belongs. Yeah, there's no self-love. There's no apology. Or no apologies either. There's no love here. Because there's no self-love. Yeah. Somebody did something to a sweetheart. Again, it's a pregnancy. Somebody didn't want to be homeless. Right? So they said they were pregnant. Maybe they were, but it's not by you. Oopsie. Whatever it is. Now they don't want to be homeless. You kicked them to the curb. They're coming back saying they're pregnant now. Place it where it belongs. Or if this is a male, they got you pregnant. Just to make sure that they wouldn't be homeless. There's a collaboration of some sort. Yeah. You're not blind to it. Somebody was coaching another. Bad idea. Not ascended. This is not a divine feminine energy or masculine energy. It was their strategy to land you, to get a home out of you. So, somebody tried to land you, get a home out of you. Maybe they've done it to other people in the past, and they sell the home, and they pocket the money, and they go to the next mark, the next target. It could be maybe that's why they're going to court. Maybe that's why you're going to be going to court. They took you in. They took you, okay? And I apologize. I'm sorry you're going through that. It must be very, very painful. I, too, got used. Not for a home, but, you know, for other things. For money, for sure. Don't beat yourself up, okay? You wanted to believe that they loved you. You were generous. That was your love language. Now you have to reprioritize and reevaluate how you love people. Keep your heart chakra open. Don't close it off. And that's, you know, agents of the devil. They want you to close off your heart chakra. They don't want you to love. You're a divine being. I truly, firmly believe that anybody that is a divine being, and you're always going to have these karmics coming after you, trying to take you down, trying to hurt you. They don't want your light to shine. They don't want you helping. They don't want you raising the vibrations. They don't want you to be happy. They're agents of chaos. That's the way I look at it. So it's time to heal. Time to process this. Let it go. If you can make amends with your past partner, go ahead and do it. Try at least. If it's feasible. If this person's moved on and they're married and they have a happy family, I don't know what to tell you. You have to use your higher wisdom. Talk to God, talk to the angels. Ask them to guide you. Okay? Hope that helps. Until next time, take care.